Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello. Welcome back. Thank you very much for waiting. My God. Later than normal. Sorry about that. Apologies. I got a good excuse this time. Got a good excuse. Uh Feeling a little feeling a little under the weather. The repercussions of the booster shot. Feeling better than yesterday though. If I was feeling like yesterday, then I probably would have canceled today's stream. But this morning, I woke up and I was just a normal amount of tired. So, hello, just a little bit late, normal-ish tired, still waking up. So, what the hell are you doing? Hey, wanna come say hi? Hello. Yeah, you can see the cat tree has been a little. It hasn't been axed. It hasn't been chopped down. This is the old one. Well, there's missing another level. We've been salvaging pieces from this one to fix the bigger one, the newer one, but they're kind of like this. It's kind of a more minimalistic, more modern. Anyways, thank you very much for joining us today. Good to see everyone in chat. There's also still predictions are still live for how many panels this week's comic is going to be, 4 or anything but. Feel free to keep voting your bees if you'd like. If you're feeling risky. Otherwise, let's see. Let's unpause the alerts. All right, hello. And boom. Raven Moon. 99. 17 months. 17 months. Thank you very much, Raven Moon, for the resub. Welcome back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, hello. Excellent. Wait. Did I? Oh my goodness, it's... Is the music pausing properly? Huh. Interesting. Well, thank you very much, Nicholas Spire. But Grits Cop, thank you for the raid. Hello, hello. Come on in here. Grits Cop raid. Thank you very much. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello. How was your stream? How you doing? Also, Freedom the Eagle swooping in as well. We got 33 months from Freedom the Eagle. How are you doing? It's amazing that you can even fly when it's just all these bird bones here. Aerodynamic, I guess. Can't believe... What the hell was that? Can't believe how long it's been. I'm glad I can make it to a stream. Freedom the Eagle, thank you very much for dropping in here. Good to see you again. How has it been? How's it going? Nicholas Spire as well. 19 months? Hey, look what I found. Timestamped link from your archives. What is this? Don't tell me it's gonna be the same comic I'm drawing today. Usually is the case. Also, TV Jake Jr. subbing up with that Twitch Prime here. Well, thank you very much for joining us here. Hello, TV Jake Jr. Much appreciated. Also, now that you're a sub, you also get access to bonus panels. But have a look at what Hatbot said in the chat to figure out what the hell that means. Also, Lishty17 with the 22 months. Lishty, welcome back. Would it be 20-teen-2 or 20-teen-2? Lishty 20-teen-2. Wait, 20-teen-2 or 20-teen-2? 20-teen-2. No, 20-teen-2 for sure. That rolls off the tongue much better. 20-teen-2. Thank you very much. How is it going? Oh man, Freedom of the Eagle working third shift is kind of a doozy. This is your third shift? The loading our stream. Oh! Yuko, thank you very much for the 2 gift subs. Yuko, thank you very much. Welcome back. Super nice of you. Dark Shadow, X96, congrats. And Rishu, congrats on getting re-hatted by Yuko. Thank you very much, Yuko. Much appreciated.
Protect the VIP team.
Oh, it's a hype train. Wait, now it's a hype train. Oh, I see. Cole, thank you very much for kicking up that hype train. 100 bits. Thank you very much. This is the exact same thing because... Oh, that's right, because it was a VIP message. Right. Right. It was your first message, and then it's the cheer message as well. I get you. It's not broken. It's how the system works for now. Thank you very much. Welcome back, Cole. Good to see everyone. We also got Super Ducks in here as well, with the hype bards. Thank you very much, everyone. Welcome. Oh my goodness. Sorry, hold on. I think I moved the chat by mistake. Now it's like in a different place. I gotta move it back. My head keeps turning. Muscle memory and all that. Yeah, this feels right. Oh my god. Fire with 200 bits. Found this in my couch cushions. Oh my goodness. Wait, what kind of couch cushions do you have? Arabian Palace couch cushions? Thank you very much for the 200 bits. Oh, and also Lizzie, I want a ticket for that train. We'll get on board. 100 bits a ticket. Thank you, Lizzie. And let me just drink this away as well. That's the name right here. Oh, that's good. Okay. Man, oh man. God, this is a good wake up. This is better than any caffeine I could have expected. Also, Nicholas Spire, I'm still gonna click that link. I'll be clicking that link very soon. Haven't forgotten. Yasum. Thank you very much for the 100 bits. I believe it was pronounced Yasum. But now I can't remember. It was one or the other. I think it was a soft J. Yasum. Pretty sure. 99% sure. Oh, and super text as well. 100 bits. Thank you very much. I can't get over seeing your penguin there. So cute. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness. Oh, these bits here. Overloading my encoder. My encoding is overloading apparently. Still chasing that. Still chasing for that emote. Which emote are you chasing for, Yuko? Thank you for the 100 bits. A bit emote, I assume. Also, Yodo. New comic hype. Load B. 100 bits. 100 beats. Thank you very much.
Bobby.
And a random artist on Twitch. Thank you for the follow. Hello. Oh god. The text is falling off there. Oh my god. There's more and more of these bits. Firefly. 300 bits. Found a few more. I need to clean more. Oh my god. This is some rich couch cushions. Couch cushions made out of gold. Super uncomfortable. But very chic. I think that's what chic means. I don't even know. Something fashionable anyway. Was it is Yasum? Excellent. I knew I was right. And that bulge.
VIP team.
100 bits for Greg. Wait, no, not 100 bits. It's a wait. The 103. 103 bits. Thank you, Death Bulge, for the 103 bits. Much appreciated. Death Bulge, get in here. Thank you very much. How are you doing? How are things? Good to see you all. Oh my god. I do not deserve any of these bits. Any of this hype I do not deserve. Feel bad. Since I'm so late today. Oh jeez Louise. Didn't even post an old comic today. Just a Discord notification and a tweet. Which means it's super exclusive. Super exclusive club today with today's stream. Okay, hold on. I gotta read the chat. Oh god, the chat's probably. Hold on. Gritzkopf, your raid, your stream, you're fine. I had a new abstract thingy and was interrupted many times by my cat Borger, and my viewers saw his butthole a few times and lots of fur. Furry buttholes. It's like half of the cat experience. I'm glad that I'm not the only one being bothered by my cat while trying to do stuff. Not today, of course. When I want a cat to bother me, they're not here. They're not here. This looks like a Garfield bed. Just a box. Need a little blanket. Oh my! Wait, what am I? There's some more stuff here. Firefly with another 200 bits. You wanted to unlock the devil emote? Well, thank you very much, Firefly, for the 200 bits and super text 100 bits right at the end of the hype train. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Level 2 complete. Oh, excellent. Excellent. Thank you. Oh wait, hold on. Oh no. Oh, we're in level 3 now. Oh my god. Oh, thank you. Well, at super text, he crosses over to the level 3 line, thus extending the hype train. Goodness me. I'm running out of things to talk about as well. Oh lord. Oh lordy, what else is there? Oh yeah, that's right. Nicholas Spire, the link. Where was this? Where is this? Hold on.
1, 2, 3,
Hey, oh my goodness. Cole? Gifted sub to Dr. Ocean. Dr. Ocean? Paging Dr. Ocean! Just got gifted a sub. Thank you very much. Thank you very much to Cole.
1, 2, 3, pull!
What? Yes, I'm dropping a gift sub here. Congrats to
Here we go!
Utayay. Utayay. Congrats on your gift sub there. Thank you very much, Yasum. And Phyllis Eve. Tier 2. Tier 2 free sub. I was like, wait, how do those hands appear? I didn't touch any buttons. I forgot, that's a channel point redemption. Phyllis Eve, thank you very much. Goodness me, 25 months. Tier 2 at that. And Toby-Wan Kenobi, 100 bits. I need exactly 4 panels by the end of the week. What? 4 panels exactly? I'm not sure if I can do that. I'm not sure. Not sure if it's going to be exactly 4 panels. It remains to be seen. We're about to show off the comic very soon. See how many panels it is. There's a lot of bees on the line. How many bees are on the line? There's a... Oh boy. There's over 100,000 bees on the line for this week's comic panel prediction. Oh my god. 65,000 bees are voting for 4 panels, and 55,000 bees voting for anything but 4. Whoa. That's a lot of bees. My goodness. But hold on, that will be declared very soon. But first, curious about this link that Nicholas Spire mentioned here. One moment. What is... Whoop. Crank this up. Whoop. Pause the music. Pause the alerts. Oh, what is this? Hey! Nicholas Spire following here. Excellent. Nicholas Spire managed to find your own follow. Nice. I am glad I was able to record the moment. Excellent. It feels weird. Feels almost like... I know the overlays changed, obviously, but it almost feels like the background's changed too. I don't know. Feels brighter. I looked younger and more full of life, rather than now. Now it looks like shambles now. Oh my god, it looks like it's been raided, but not in a good way. Goodness me. Well, Nicholas, by your first stream, September 17th, 2020. Actually, that's not right at all, because I think that's just when I uploaded the video, not exactly when I streamed it. Very cool. Hey, you even commented. Nice. Very cool. That's from the Loading Eyes Archives, separate YouTube channel where I upload every stream to. Seems like a lot of work, but it's actually really not. I've streamlined the whole process. It's good. It's awesome. It's once I'm done streaming, I just drag and drop the file into YouTube and let it upload. It's a pretty sweet system. It's been a long time coming as well. And what's more, speaking of more, Coma Code with 100 more bits. Did you try Lost Ark? It's fun. Well, more on that soon, Coma Code. More on that soon. Thank you for the 100 bits. What was I saying? The stream theme jiggies. The cool thing is that it automatically starts recording when the curtains open and automatically stops recording when the curtains close. So I don't have to go and edit out the intro that could be like 10 minutes long, and then the outro that could also be a few minutes long. I get rid of all that. The music is out as well. It's just sound effects and voice, and it's all perfectly cropped and everything, and I just upload it. Perfect. Oh, excellent. The hype train is also completed. I've collected all of the level 2 emotes. Oh, wow. I'm a completionist. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, oh my god, the hype nom. Oh, it's his blushing cheek. I thought the red was like a bleeding eye from the hippo eating that pizza. Oh wait, no, what is cookie? Pizza? What the hell is that? What is that hippo eating? I don't even know what that is. I don't know. I don't know what that is. But okay. Thank you everyone for hopping onto the hype train. At some point we'll have nicer hype train graphics so you know what the hell's going on, but it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. For now, let's jump over and reveal the comic, and then I'll talk a little bit about Lost Ark as well, Comic Code. So, everyone's been waiting very patiently. Let me just prep the comic and all of its panels over here. And, pause the music and jump over. Hey, quiet artist, hello, hello. Yes. Let's jump over here. Boop. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, dear God, why? Wait. Right? Okay, this looks about right. Okay, I think that looks fine. All right. Here we go. The comic this week. What are you guys doing? Well, Femil. Okay, fuck, I fucked it up. hold on. I did it rehearsed. Well, what are you guys doing? We're filming the mating ritual of these tree frogs. Oh wow, I've never seen a documentary being made before. Documentary? Alright, there we go. 4 panels! Well, almost like 6 panels if you count the ones that I fucked up the first time I tried to reveal this comic, but even the second time, I don't know if you noticed, but I still can't get through the sentence. We're filming the mating ritual of these tree frogs. We're filming the mating ritual of these tree. Makes me want to throw up. Actually, it's activating my gag reflex. I'm not sure why. Not because of the content. Nothing wrong with that frogs doing it, but just the way it makes my mouth move. It's weird. It's like a tongue twister, but like a throat gagger. I don't know. Anyways, 4 panels it is. 4-panel comic. There it is. Well, not there. There it is. Actually, no, it's there now. And sweet. And yeah, let's see what the outcome is. First, I gotta just pop this out. Pop this baby out here. Move it over here. Go over here. Yes. Okay, that works. Here, and here we go. So, it was the winners were 4 panels. So 55,000 bees have been dispersed to the winners, and the biggest winner being Lishty17, risking 44,444 bees. My goodness. My goodness. Congrats on your big wins. My God, that was a big bet. Big bet right there. And now for my favorite part of this whole thing. The biggest loser is Cole. Cole risking and losing 27,724 bees. A very specific amount of bees. Almost makes me think it was the total amount of bees in Cole's hive. Wait, it's called the hive, right? Beehive. Yeah, well, that makes sense. What else could it be? Bag? Bee bag? Bag of bees. I like bag. 27,724 bees in Cole's pockets. Pant bags. Okay. Nice. And now let's move that out the way. Get this over here. And I know as soon as I unpause the alerts over here, it's gonna make me focus. I know it. It's gonna do it. So before I do that, I'm just gonna get things in order. I'm just gonna move this over here. And don't worry, Kumkut, I haven't forgotten about the Lost Ark mention as well. Definitely be discussing that soon. Let's see here. Also, yes, I'm seeing some people submitting comic title ideas. Excellent. Got feel free to submit them. As always, we'll be going through them at the end of this week's streams. Hey, Devour, your alerts are paused because I know there's a focus waiting for me. Just gonna get my stuff in order. And then, once everything is looking nice and neat, where's my pen? Where's my pen? Where's my pen? Oh, there. Good. Okay. Now, unpause.
Get back to work!
There it is.
Let's do it.
I knew it. I called it. Alright, well, I'm gonna set the sketch here. Select the borders. That's not important right now. I'm gonna just make a character layer. Well, I can't do the character because it's gotta be the first circle, so I'll do the camera layer. No, nobody cares about the first square. Oh man. Oh jeez. Finding it hard to draw, which is not a good sign for a comic artist. It's getting there. Ooh. Excellent. There you go, there's that focus. Who can I blame for that? Who was that anyway? Oh, strike! First fight of the stream. Nice strike. Congrats. First fight of the week, even. Oh, excuse me. I want the power. Thank you very much. Oh man, thank you very much, Andrea. Thank you for that resub. Welcome back. Welcome back to the live. Oh! Loading our stream. Can't stretch. Look at this. I'm leaking sweat out of my pit holes. Never wear a gray shirt. I thought I was safe doing this at the beginning of the stream, but alas, I underestimate how much I sweat at the beginning. It's just such a rush. You think by how late I start streaming, I'm just gonna walk up here in my bathrobe and just be like, "Oh hey, forgot the stream was on. What's up, everyone?" But it's just been like the last hour. I don't know what's happening. I took like 1.5 showers. Sarisi, welcome back. 3.5 years. Jeez, that's kind of scary. 3.5 years. That is definitely scary. Speaking of scary, why is the song so scary? This song is freaking me out. 3.5 years, I don't like it. I mean, I like the 3.5 years. I don't like the song with the 3.5 years. It's too much of an indication of time going by far, far too quickly. Can you believe it's already halfway through February?
Reporting in.
It's almost March. It's not even 2021, it's 2022! Also, Stressy, thank you. Wait, that was interesting. Wait. Oh! That is interesting. The mod first word comes after the resub, but the VIP comes before? Interesting. Super Golden Knight, hello. Welcome to the stream. Got a dumb ad pop-up, but that aside, I'm happy I got to stumble in. Got an ad pop-up? Wait, a pop-up ad? On Twitch? That doesn't sound right. Hope you don't have any, adware or anything like that. What's it called? Spyware? Malware? Adware? Vaporware? I don't know. Unless you mean like an ad. Like an ad, a pre-roll ad or something. That's a thing. Pre-roll ad, yeah, that's right, yeah. Pre-roll ads is a thing. for non-subs anyway. And I could actually, I have the power to initiate an ad if I wanted to. Like, the ads are going to happen regardless, but if I initiate an ad, it removes pre-roll ads for like a certain amount of times. For example, if I run a 1 minute ad right now, I think it disables pre-roll ads for like the next 20 minutes. Usually, I would run an ad during the intro, where nothing's happening anyway, so it removes the pre-roll ads for the next half an hour or so. But I forgot. It's not really like a routine thing of mine, but I should make it a routine thing of mine. Do subs see the ad? I don't think so. Subs don't see ads. I believe that's one of the perks. And wait, there was something else I was going to click on. Subtext, resub isn't a normal chat message, but it's a normal... Oh, of course! I forgot about that, Subtext. The resub message is different from a bits message. I totally forgot. Which means Cirisi said something else. Oh, I see. That quote works well with my current character. What was the quote? Oh, no! Oh, no. What did you say? By quote, I assume you mean the mind-reading bubble thing? I see. All right. Complete. I needed... What's happening now? I gotta remember. What are we doing? Oh yes. What have I been up to recently? Lost Ark is one of the things. Oh, that's right. I won't ramble on too much about Lost Ark, but yeah, I started playing that since it came out. Just because I, as you know, I'm always like seeking to scratch that MMO itch of grinding away in something a little bit at a time, increase some numbers, jump in, jump out. Like I'm never what you might call like an end game sort of content connoisseur or something, especially when it comes to MMOs. I don't think I've ever reached max level in any MMO. I think World of Warcraft was the closest one, but I think it's like I'm 78 or something. But anyway, and then I tried New World when that came out for a brief period, and I got kind of bored of it. And now Lost Ark came out. Nicholas Spire, what do you look like? New character there, Nicholas Spire. Excellent. And yeah, I at first, because Cirisi mentioned it when we were playing Zelda that one time, and I think my first reaction was, isn't that a free-to-play Korean MMO? And since then, I looked into it some more, and it seems pretty... I mean, maybe I'm just gobbling up the marketing hype or something, but I think it sounds legit. I mean, as far as those things are concerned. Stephen DeLexi. There you go. Like, it doesn't seem too pay to win or anything like that, and it doesn't even seem like grindy, to be honest, so far. Like, I'm just breezing through the questing. I was expecting quests like, oh, collect 75 crocodile skins and deliver it to this person, and I thought it would take like forever, because that's what I'm used to in World of Warcraft or even New World and all that stuff. But the quests so far are like, collect one. Victory. Does that... Wait, I forget. What did he look like before? I think that's different, even though it doesn't look different. Very different? Okay, good. Oh, you had a fox body. Oh, okay, I see. Nice. I forgot. My memory is so bad. I didn't even have a memory of a goldfish, because the goldfish can at least remember for 3 seconds. I'm like 1.5 seconds. But anyway, the Lost Ark quest so far is like, yeah, collect one crocodile skin and send it to this guy. And you don't even have to backtrack, which is nice. It seems like every quest that I get, I have to hand in at the next place anyway. I'm just breezing through. But apparently everyone breezes through to get to end game stuff anyway, which is not really my style of play, but I can see what they mean. And for a while I was like, oops, what the hell am I doing? Ah, that looks fine. For a while I thought, it's pretty good. I'm not sure if it's really for me, but it seems kind of too easy almost. Like, but then I started doing some dungeons hard mode by myself, for that matter, and it's pretty fun. I kind of like it, so I might stick with it for a while. And I haven't even paid a single cent so far, so that's cool. I think I'm gonna be one of the people that never pays for anything in that game, because I don't think I'm ever gonna be at the point where it's like, I need to maximize my X intake or whatever. Like, I don't even know what the hell's going on. I barely understand most of the mechanics so far. It seems like every level I get, there's like, it throws up a new system and a new menu, and I have no idea what I'm looking at. Like, glyphs? What the hell are glyphs? Oh, now I got cards? I collect cards? What? And now I'm collecting, like, seeds? What do the seeds do? It unlocks this? What is that? I get a random rare chest with shipping parts? Like, what the hell's a ship? What? Huh? Everything that looks valuable, I've been putting into my storage, because I don't want to open it, because I have no idea what to do with it anyway. So everything I get that looks valuable, I just stick it in storage and hope that I figure it out later. I hate the idea of, like, using some item that would be useful later on, and I use it in, like, the beginning tutorial level. That's not for me. I hoard everything. But yeah, so far so good. I'm on the Shandy server, North America West. The West America servers are the only ones that Oceanic people can play on. I get like 150 ping, which is not bad. Like, I'm not trying to compete for, like, #1 PvP or anything like that, but it seems all good. So far so good. And then, yeah, because it's a 4-year-old game, because it came out 4 years ago, I think, in Korea and Russia and stuff. It's had a lot of time to polish and add content and stuff like that. So and balancing and all that. So yeah, so far so good. I like it. It's definitely something I'm enjoying, just like jumping in for a bit, do a little thing, get a few numbers, jumping out, go back to work. Nice. Oh, I also, yeah. Let's just throw away my pen. And also, nope. Boom. Also, for those interested, I'm a sharpshooter. My jam. I think in MMOs I usually gravitate toward the DPS, fast-ish motion bow and arrow class. I like that stuff. Shooting from a distance. I don't want to get too close to danger. Sums me up pretty well. And did I activate my cards? Yeah, I think I have like 2 cards. I don't know what they do, Coma Code. And the horses help you really breeze through it. Yeah, I was surprised I got a horse like level 1. It's pretty nice. I'm used to the World of Warcraft where you get a mount when you're at like level 60 or something, right? Oh no, actually now it's like level 30, I think. I don't know. I haven't played WoW in a long time. And even then I wasn't like a pro or anything like that. I was super casual. And hold on, let's see. There's also, hold on. So I missed so much chat here. I was in a complete trance when I was talking about Lost Ark just now. I don't even remember drawing this. I'm surprised that I did this much work already. Which I know is not that much, but still. Let me see, hold on. Just scrolling down a bit here. Scrolling up, scrolling down. Hey, Crazy Cow Sky, hello, welcome back. Hello, Flat. Hello. How are you today? And, Super Golden Knight. A ship is either a type of boat or it's something that gets sunk. Sabaton's Bismarck song starts. I don't know what this is. Is this a Lost Ark reference, Bismarck song? I have no idea. I have no idea what the hell's going on. I recently found out what they mean by seagulls, but that's it. Seagull Ark. Because if you're in a queue, you just hear seagulls at the beginning of the game. So far, so good. I haven't experienced any queues. And I think I'll start on the characters now as well. Now that we have no focus to distract us, we can do the first circle. So let's do that. Nah, let's try it again. I rushed that one. Hold on. Sweet. That looks pretty good. Looks good. Raven Moon. Raven Moon 99. Raven Moon 7 spiders. I'm trying to make a funny number sound with 99 and 7, but I couldn't. More like Raven Moon 77.
Get back to
Okay,
work.
yeah, let's get back. Hold on.
Let's do it.
Oh my god. Oh, there's some questions in the chat as well. I'll get back to you in 55 seconds. Hold on. I'm prohibited by law to interact with you right now. Hold on. See you very soon. Circle there. Glasses. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Alright, not bad, not bad. There's a couple of faces there. Ooh. Thank you for the focus. Alright. Now to undo my focus by looking at the chat here. Well, subtext. Thank you very much. There's a question here from Amanara. Hello, hello. What's your process? Are you inking the final after doing a rough draw, or... Yeah, right now, so I start the streams with the sketch done. Well, yeah. I don't sketch on stream because that would just be crazy. I wouldn't be able to focus. I need complete and utter solitude for the sketching part. And then once I have a final sketch ready, then I start streaming, and I do the final line art, then coloring, then shading, then 300 bits from Cole. Not even close to all my bees, Greg, just like evening out my stash. Oh, you just like, oh, I see. Fancy. I can't even, you know, I did poop on stream in front of everyone, and I have no idea of how to see how many bees you have, actually, Cole. There's no way of me knowing. You'd think that the streamer would be able to tell who's got how many bees, but it's a mystery. There could be some sort of bee laundering scheme going on, and I wouldn't even know. But yeah, so sketch, then I start streaming, line art, color, shading, dialogue, comic titles, finish. And that usually takes 3 streams, because they take forever. Super Golden Knight. Get back to work. That's my cue to voice a couple of cartoon girls from my video game. See you soon, I hope. Semper Bellum. Oh, nice. Oh, voice actor, eh? Nice. Excellent. Well, good luck. Good luck with your work. Take care. See you next time, or see you later. Also, Leno. Oh, well. Thank you for the follow. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. And yeah, Lost Ark is running on the Unreal Engine 3. Yeah, because it is quite an old game. But I do not mind if it looks a little. I think it looks great, to be honest. I mean, the amount of detail there is in that game, considering you see everything like this big, usually, it's just crazy. Like you can like in the character customization, I was like, what the hell's going on? You can change like your iris color. Like, when are you ever gonna see your iris color? Your characters are this big. They're like RuneScape size, like Diablo. I mean, I know you can zoom in, I guess, but I was, I mean, I was impressed, but yeah, I'm just glad it's not too fancy because I'd much prefer the frame rate being good than it being extra nice or something like that. I think it looks great, and I like how well it runs, so that's a win-win in my book. Hello, hello, Wishty. Hope you like your new hat. And Math and Steelbreaker, hello. Well, welcome to the stream. Wait, hold on. I think the cats are cooking something in the kitchen. 1 second. No, no, all good. All good. I thought I heard the cats jumping up on some stuff, but no, wasn't that. Wasn't that at all. I do not. I do not. What's the word? Overestimate their behavior. What's the word? I do not. I can't think of it now. I don't trust them, is what I'm trying to say. I don't trust these cats. Yeah. Especially after the Valentine's I had. Oh yeah, happy Valentine's Day, by the way, for the other day on Monday. Happy Valentine's Day. Hope you all had a good one. I had an interesting Valentine's Day myself. First, I got penetrated by an elderly lady. No, not Exocomics. It was someone else. Stranger. That's how I roll. Don't even know the name. But yeah, I barely even felt it. Got my booster shot, so that's cool. And then what else did I do for Valentine's Day? Oh yeah, then later on, I saved this chick that was in distress. I saved her. Then she screamed at me and jumped out the window and flew away. It was a little bird that Copy had acquired through the gap in the window. And yeah, a lot of chirping, and I was like, "What the hell's that?" And I see Copy running through the rooms with a bird in her mouth. I'm like, "Oh my god, how the fuck did you get a bird?" Like, honestly, the window. Like, first of all, we're in an apartment here. Second, the windows are not even open. There's a gap like this big in the door for some breeze. And yeah, she gets a sparrow in her mouth, a small one, because it had to be small to fit that gap. And it was chirping so loud. I felt, oh my god! And I quickly grabbed Copy, grabbed the bird. Well, I grabbed Copy and she let go of the bird. I got Copy out of the room, closed the door. The bird went berserk, birdserk, and was in the corner. And there was like blood everywhere, by the way, as well. Bleeding from the leg. Like, oh my god, oh my god. And I was like thinking, like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to raise this bird as my own. I was just thinking, like, wait, I got a box. Like, what did I get a box? What did I eat? Seeds? Hay? I don't know. Grass? I don't know. But then I was looking at the bird some more, and like, it looked fine actually. Like, I was expecting like, yeah, I was expecting that. But then when I was actually looking at it, when it stayed still, I thought, oh, okay, it's just the leg is bleeding. But the legs looked fine. It was like bouncing around, didn't look broken. That's a good sign. The wings looked all in order. That's a good sign. And so I went to get some seeds to give the bird. I have some seeds because I feed the pigeons and whatnot. And but it did not like me, and it just wanted out, and I just let it out, and it flew away, and it was fine. It was good. I mean, if it was like hobbling along and stuff, I wouldn't have let it just jump out the window because that would have been a very short trip. But it looked fine. It was flying and bouncing around, and other than the blood being everywhere, it was all good. I mean, I say everywhere. It's not that much blood. It's a small bird, so. But it was some of the carpet, some of the window. I think someone got on me. I had a black t-shirt on. And I'm not sure, but afterwards the cats just did not stop smelling my nipples. So there might have been some blood here. Or maybe suddenly I'm just, you know, irresistible. And it was Valentine's Day after all, so I don't know. But man, it was a wild Valentine's Day. Oh. But I felt so bad about the bird. But happy ending. The next day, so yesterday, I believe the same bird came back for revenge. Brought back a little gun. It was a huge thing. I had to call the police. It was a standoff. Oh my god. That was beef between my cat and the bird gang. It was insane. But yeah, no, it did come back, and I'm pretty sure it's the same bird because sparrows don't come up here. It's usually just pigeons. It's a pigeon exclusive club outside my windows. But there's this one little sparrow, and I noticed it because it was quite young and small looking. Came back. I think it was eating the seeds, so it looked fine. Anyway, happy ending after all. That's what you want on Valentine's Day. You want a happy ending. Is that so hard? All right. Anyway, let me unpause the alerts here.
Bobby.
People following here. The Frost Spartan, thank you for the follow. And Grinsbill's welcome. Welcome back. Got penetrated by an elderly lady. Yes, thank you for that quote. Thank you for adding that. Hope you had a good one. Oh, Yodo, you're totally right. I forgot to add the bird's eye bird's eye view of the comic here on the side. I forgot. Thank you very much. The quote didn't work. It's broken. Wait, what? Is Nightbot down? Eh? Hmm. Let's see here. I'm just reading some chat here. Hey, Cerisia, hello. Pokes head in. Was Gregor talking about Lost Ark? I know you said he was going to try, but I wanted to have the connection worked out. Connecting to North America or European servers all the way from New Zealand. Yeah, North America West has been fine for me. 150 ping. That's not even noticeable, really. So it's all good. I'm a sharpshooter. Sharpshooter? I like that alliteration. And so far, so good. Liking it. Which, promo code Cerisi, what classes are you guys? Just curious. Hey, Animations. Love this week's comic? Hey, I'm glad. Thank you very much. Welcome back. Oops. That's looking pretty good. I think I'll do the headphones on a separate layer here. Grins pills. You're a gun ginger. I love the alliteration. Gun ginger. What? Gun Lancer? Wait, is this a translation error with the Germans? Oh, Gunslinger, I think. Gunslinger. Gunslinger is the... I don't know which one that is. I always get confused between Gunslinger and Gun Lancer. Gun Lancer is the... is like the big sword gun, is it not? Gunslinger is... Oh, is that the one that changes between shotgun, sniper, and pistol? Is it that one? I tried that one out, and it looked too complicated. 3 different weapons, and they all have different skill sets? Like, oh man. Not for me. I think I would get too lost. Does seem kind of fun though, I don't know. Is Gunslinger the male one, or is it the female one? So I think there's 2 that are similar, but they're different genders and slightly different skills. I forget what the other one's called. Oh, Gunslinger's the female one. Oh, I see. Right. Nice. And how are you liking it, Grinspills? I'm gonna try and be kind of loosey-goosey with the characters and stuff in this week's comic. Like, for example, these lines are not connecting exactly. I think it's okay. I think I'd like to experiment with a bit more of a looser touch. Feels more organic, which is nice.
Protect the VIP team.
Frosty Slime, hello. Welcome back. How are you doing? Good to see you again.
Get back to work.
And goodbye.
Let's do it.
Short and sweet. Let's see here. What am I doing? Another t-shirt there. Let's continue on to these characters in the second panels and onwards. Oh god. Eh. Pretty good so far. A little bit of a line, eyelid, pupil. Ugh. Thank you very much for the focus there. And Strike, another Spider Few today. Here on Spider Fire. That looks good. That's looking pretty good. Why does it say focus is new? It gets disabled and enabled every time, and Twitch thinks it's new. Oh, is it? Does it do that for everyone all the time? Every time it re-enables a channel point reward, it shows up as new? I hope that's not annoying. And Grinsbills, you played Lost Ark the whole weekend with a friend? Very good so far. Have 80 seeds already. 80, not Korok seeds, but what are they called? Kokoro seeds? Or, my goodness, I think I have like 14. 80 seeds. Are you looking at guides? Are you looking at cheats? Or is this like legitimate finds? Also, how far up? Wait, how far along are you? I don't even know what level I am. I think I'm like level 7, 20, something like that. And as far as like where am I in the game? I finished the desert area with the underground underwater thing. I finished that. That was a cool dungeon. And then I finished the dungeon after that, which was some sort of cave, I think. And there's a lot of like slimy boys. Yeah. Yeah, I finished that one recently. It's good. I've been I don't know if this will make you proud of me, Grinsbills, but I've been doing them solo and on hard mode as well. Just saying. Pretty proud, I know. Everyone's applauding for me. Oh, I don't like how thin the mouth is here. Oh, too thick. Something looks weird about that mouth. I don't know what it is. When in doubt, flip it out. Is it because... Wait, I think the eye is kind of weirding me out too. I think the eye should be underneath the hat. Which I know doesn't really make consistent sense because my own hat guy character, his eyes are always above the front of the hat, but behind the back of the hat. Let's just see what it looks like anyway. It would look something like... Nah, I like it better on top. Forget what I said. Forget everything. Forget everything I said. In the past 60 seconds at least. Also, welcome back, Pumpkin Comics, with that Prime resub 31 months! Thank you very much. Also, Grinsbills, you got all those seeds in Lost Ark without any no guides, just hours of walking along the walls. In hard mode, that's totally hard. It is hard. Thank you for acknowledging that hard mode is hard. I had to use a lot of health potions, especially as a little sharpshooter. You know, sharpshooter, that solo sharpshooter. I don't know. Sharpshooter designed for being the backup. I'm just talking out of my ass. I have no idea. I'm just making up excuses here. But yeah, so far so good. The guess. What's this? Super Tux. If you pause, I think it doesn't show as new, but if you enable it, it shows up as new. The guess always shows as new, but I guess that's fine if it shows special every time we play it. But for the focus, maybe you should set it as not available, and then it doesn't show as new if it's available again. That's a good point. And a lot of everyone is saying, like, what the hell is he talking about? What's going on? This sounds boring as hell. But no, I get what you're talking about. I understand. I agree. I think I will add that to the list of things to do. I'll make focus not enabled, disabled, but just pause and unpause. Make focus, pause, unpause, not disable, enable, so it doesn't show up as new. Yeah. And maybe this will get people to stop doing a focus immediately when it becomes available. It'll become more subtle. Maybe. One can hope. Yep. Yeah, that's a pretty good circle there. Pretty good. Good eye. And do this one. Yeah. Pretty good. I know some of the sketch doesn't even look like it needs to be redrawn. I think some of the sketch could easily be just the final art, but I don't think I'm at that point yet. I still have a little bit of life in me. Though sometimes the sketch does look better because it's more organic, which is why I'm trying to be a little bit more loosey-goosey with the line art. I don't have to be like, everything has to connect perfectly, and it's not Lego, it's just wispiness. That's what I want. Thank you, Gumcoat. Why am I not doing the camera first? Oh, I started doing the camera because I was doing the focus that was at the beginning, and I don't like to do the first circle during the focus because I can't, because I like to do this thing. Yeah, for the first circle. So I was like, okay, I'll do the camera first, and then I jump back into the characters. What the hell's this? Also. Also. There you go. A little bit of a gap there, which I think is nice. Um, I'm probably going to be kicking myself later on when it comes to coloring and shading because I worry that when I select, the body to, to fill in, it might not fill in properly because of all these gaps, but we'll cross that bridge later. Now, what's next? Oh yeah, here we are. Theater mode. Oh, theater mode in Twitch. Is that like, it's maximizes the video, and it has the chat on the side, but you don't see any of the other stuff on Twitch, right? But you can still like do other things on your computer because it's not full screen. Is that what that is? Also, hey Psychomanity, hello, welcome back. Also, hey Jamamp. Jamamp. How long have you been here, Jamamp? Don't tell me you've been here the entire time. Also, I don't think I said, I mean, I didn't say hello to most of you today because I think I just jumped straight in, but also, hey Sheba Socks. I know I didn't say hello to you yet. And Stephen Deluxy. Jamamp, been lurking? Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh. Oh, man. Also, Nicholas Fire, I don't think, I haven't, no, I definitely haven't. But why did it work? Uh, Finished implementing your code for controlling the music. That'll be very handy when it comes to alerts. For some reason, it did kind of work this morning, but might be a coincidence. Maybe I have an old thing that's still implemented that I need to take out. But yeah, I haven't had a chance to look. I haven't really touched the overlay at all since the last stream. And show the music like the old overlay. Yeah, that's right. I could show the music as well. I probably won't show the music all the time like in the old overlay, but I think maybe on song change, I can have a little thing that pops in, pops out. Yeah. Also, when are we getting more animated emotes? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. That should probably take priority over more overlay stuff at the moment. Gotta fill our emote slots. What should the other animated emotes be? I see there was some bobbling in the Discord. Wonder if a load bobble would be good. And if so, what should be bobbling? Hmm. Also, you hope the Oh No ice cream truck at the end is top priority. It is on the list. Raven Moon. Nice. Raven Moon and Strike competing for the spiders here. Excellent. Congrats. Eh. That's good. Oh, the popcorn, the load lurk slowly emerging from popcorn? Slowly emerging. Whenever I thought about the load lurk being animated, I always kind of pictured it to be more like bouncy, like it pops out and then pops back in. Pops out, popcorn, pops back in. Klaus, you want load give with HD hands? What do you mean by HD hands? Like full on thumbs and fingers? What's going on here? Hairs on the knuckles? Load give bobbling? That could be kind of fun. Load high, waving back and forth. That's true. Hey, RS Snuggy, welcome back. Hello, hello. And the power. How was my Valentine's Day? Oh, I just mentioned it before, but to sum up, I got penetrated by an elderly lady, and then I saved a chick in distress before she screamed at me and jumped out the window. So yeah, pretty eventful for me. Pretty eventful Valentine's Day.
Get back to work!
I'm already working! I'll focus a bit more. Gotta go fast. Gotta go hard. Hmm. Come on. I'm taking forever on these circles. They have to be perfect. Um, eh. I think it looks pretty good. Animated load gag. Load gag animated. I don't even know what that would look like. Probably like opening the mouth more and then all that what's it called? Chin wrinkles getting more pronounced. The hearts of the eyes, heart eyes of the load love could be animated. Yeah, we do have a similar version on Discord from the Instagram sticker. Or the arms of load shrug. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's true. I mean, the thing is, it doesn't have to be an existing emote either that we animate. It could be a completely new type of emote that could only work as an animation. So there's always that too. I'm not sure what could be the emote we're missing that could only be done as an animation. For example, like the bobble, like that has to be animated. There's no way you can do a bobble emote without it animating. I just wonder what else there is. It looks pretty good, I think. The lighting, wait, the lighting and the shades of load cool. Oh, like it kind of moves past the sunglasses. I could see that. It also seems pretty easy, which I like. I like that. I think that load cool could also be, I don't know. I feel load cool is the oldest emote that we have. I'm pretty sure it's the first one we did. Pretty sure. Load cool and load love. I wonder if load cool needs updating. Not that I don't want to George Lucas it, but I wonder if it's good. Now everyone's saying load cool is perfect. But I wonder if it could be perfecter. The animations, you think I should start animating my comics and not just GIFs in the last panel, but full-fledged animations of previous comics. Oh lordy, lordy, lordy. Yeah. Why don't I just make a whole fully featured Pixar film on that too? Why not? Man, Instagram would love it if I did that. Not the Pixar thing, but animating the comics. They can't wait for me to do that. I will die, I think, if I tried. Ooh, I like the. I wonder if do I like that sharp end. No, I don't. I don't like that at all. Hire an animator. Ah, ah. I don't think I'm quite in the position to be hiring people at the moment. And again, in order to make money, you gotta spend money. That's true as well. I mean, I know Odd Out has a bunch, like a whole team of animators now at this point. Oh,
My name is
raid. Hello, Ribonculus. Hello, Ribonculus. Thank you very much for that raid. Welcome on in here. You're streaming some art as well. What kind of art were you streaming, Ribonculus? Hello. Welcome. It's doing the new loading artist comic over here, which let me show you what it is, in case you spoiled it for yourself by looking at the screen. In which case, how dare you? And second of all, let me show you what this is. But tell me how your stream went and what you did, Ribonculus. Alright, check this out. I'm gonna pause the alerts for a second. Here's what we're working on. What are you guys doing? We're filming the mating ritual of these tree frogs. Oh wow, I've never seen a documentary being made before. Documentary? So that, short and sweet, 4 panels is what we're working on this week. And so far so good. Just doing the line art. And then tomorrow will be coloring and shading and all that jazz. Frosty Slime, we should save the focus reward for every time he gets raided, so he can't address the raiders for 60 seconds. Yeah, that's making me think that maybe I should implement it where if I get a raid, it automatically disables focus from being used for 10 minutes. I like that idea. Hello, everyone. Axelin, YouTube, Rainbow 3D, hello. Ectospace, Beta Potato, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Komiko, there's a service called Magic. You can text someone and ask them to do whatever you want. You pay $10 an hour. Isn't that the premise of Fiverr as well? Fiverr, you just... Oh, that reminds me, actually. I think my email address was sold to a website like that because I've been getting a lot of emails from people asking about animations. And my first thought was, how did chat get my email address? But then when I looked into it further, yeah, it seems like it's like some sort of Fiverr website, and it's all these people looking for animations. They're contacting me, I guess, one of the bunch of emails, whatever. And they have like requirements as well, specific requirements. And I had this one. Wait, hold on. Let me find what it was. 1 second. 1 second. I need to find the exact wording of what this person wanted in an animation. It was quite tacky but bleak. It is... Alright. So this person looking for animators. How long will the animation be? A few seconds. What animation methods would you consider? Computer animation. Additional details. I want the picture of my sister running to Jesus to show her actual face looking back, smiling and saying goodbye to us. Then I want her to run to Jesus and then a flash of light to show she went to heaven. Please help? Oof. Man, oh man. That is, it's dark. But also, not my style either. Not my style of thing to do. Interesting request, though, nonetheless. Interesting request. I'm so glad I don't have to do that. Just get back over to my own jam here. Oh my god. And that just made me think about, like... I mean, I know that's not going to be a huge thing, but it just reminded me of just the stuff people spend their money on when it comes to death. And it just, what was it? Saw something... Oh yeah, I watched the latest season of How To with John Wilson, which is an excellent show, by the way. If you haven't seen it, definitely watch it. It's so good. How To with John Wilson. And there was an episode where it featured like coffins and things, and there were these like coffins being made that look like cars, and they were selling for like $6,000 US. I thought, oh my god, who's spending $6,000 US on a coffin? Oh Jesus Christ! And that made me mad about the whole coffin industry. Just like what a waste of materials and money and cushions, and then the land itself that you're burying your corpse in. And then some people like fill their bodies with formaldehyde and things so that it preserves your body so it doesn't decompose. Oh my god, the whole thing is just insane. Ugh. I also found out that cremation is actually not that great either for the environment. I thought cremation was like the best thing, but it's not. And the best thing is to I forget if there's a name for it or something, but the way I want to go out is they just kind of bury you amongst the trees. I think they wrap you in like a sack with like, not worms, but some sort of decomposable, I don't know, something, fungi, I don't know. And then you just kind of like become one with nature. Well, they put like a tree seed in your body as well, so you turn into a tree. Pretty cool. Faziski, 21-month resub. $6,000 is annoyingly cheap for a designer coffin. That is unfortunately, I believe you there, actually. You're probably right. You are probably right. And that's just the coffin as well. That's not even talking about the funeral service and then the plot of land. And I know in different cultures they have like full on. I think I saw a documentary. There's like, I think in Mexico, their graveyards have like, they're basically houses, and then like the rich, the really rich people have like a mansion. What are they called? Crypts, I think, but so flashy, so big. It's crazy. It's insane. Yeah, I just want to be, make me swallow a seed and make me turn into a tree. I would love that. Teddy, just have me cremated and thrown in the face of my enemies. I don't think there's enough ash for you, Teddy. When I die, I want to be put in that coffin thing that grows into a tree. Yeah, that's what I want as well, I think. But I assume it doesn't have any cushions and stuff like that. And I've got a directive to be chopped up and thrown into the ocean, Fiziski. Become fish bait. That's one way to go out as well. Who's doing the chopping? Like your own family? That's pretty. That's pretty brutal. Hey, expats, welcome back. How you doing? Good to see you again. Andrea, aren't you cremated before they put you into the graveyard forest? Interesting to look at if you're ever in Europe visiting famous graveyards. Oh, well,
Get back to work!
Let's do it.
one more thing. I'm not sure, but I just know that cremation is not good. Like, when people dump ash into the ocean, it's not good for the ocean. That's all I know. That's all I know. I want my body to decompose naturally. Just like it's doing right now. What the f- Have I not even locked the sketch yet? Whoops. Eh. Nice. Excellent. Also, that camera handle looks like a condom. Handle? Oh, you mean this? The eye plunger thing? Kind of does have a certain charm to it. Yeah, the little phallic thing. And it's made out of rubber. I think it's a little bit too... There we go, that's better. It was a bit too tall before. Um... We need the not a penis sign over here. Hey, Sarah Man. Hello, hello. Sarah Man, welcome back. Oh, is it called a viewfinder? Oh, okay, not an eye plunger. But you know what I mean. Little, singular binocular without the zoom. Guitar Piper, what is this? Hey Siri, remind me to make a not a penis sign. Oh gosh. Remind me to make a not a penis sign.
Alright, I've added it to reminders.
Remind me to make a not a penis same. Alright, close. Close, close, close. The reminder is to remind me. Thank you for that, Guitar Piper. It's not supposed to suck on the cameraman's eyes? Why would it call a plunger? It is. It does. It locks it into the place. You stick it into your eye, and then it sucks onto your face, and that's when you feel completely enveloped, and you can see right what the camera's seeing, and you become one with the camera. And then it means if you can't be pushed around and moved off the camera. It's just stuck. You can run around, and that's how James Bond is filmed. Psychomanity. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. Psychomanity. Hey Siri, what are my reminders?
You'll need to unlock your iPhone first. There are 20 reminders. Here are the
20.
first 5.
20.
Jesus' birthday, 25th Christmas favorites, December 1st, 2021. Look into freezing semen. Buy some regular arrows. Order those extra small condoms again. Fix Google Arthur Street. Do you want to hear more?
Yes.
Change Twitch chat to Firefox. Work on the bag. Delete this week's coming. Get a better desk setup then. And that quartet jazz sucks. Make the streamer highlight for the website reveal. Do you want to hear more?
Yes.
Work on the book. Do the thing. Start a comic backlog for once. Add a alligator nevermind Nicholas Spiders found it nevermind. Check the volume. Do you want to hear more?
Yes.
Clean up my reminders. Agree with Sarah Mann. When Toy Story 3 comes out January 30th, 2022 3 o'clock. Get a hard time. Remind me to make a not a penis sane.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. There are actually a few legitimate reminders in there that I completely forgot about because I never checked my reminders because of all the crap in it. So I didn't get rid of those. So outdated. Something about a website reveal? that would have happened over a year ago or more. 2 years? When did we reveal the new website? I don't even know. Is the freeze semen one? That's another legitimate reminder as well, yeah. Although that clock is ticking. I'm not sure if there's a cutoff point for that. Just do it in the freezer. Yeah, just shoot in the freezer. And then just close the door. Make sure you close it all the time. And make sure you don't get it on your frozen yogurt. Hey Siri, what is 0 divided by 0?
Imagine that you have 0 biscuits, and you split them evenly among 0 friends. How many biscuits does each person get? See, it doesn't make sense. And Cookie Monster is sad that there are no biscuits. And your friends are sad, because they don't exist. Oh wow, this escalated quickly.
Too real, Siri! Too real! Oh man! Oh my god! Jesus Christ! Google would never talk to me like that. Google is way kinder to me. Google gives me kisses. Siri is ruthless. I wonder if there's a reason why they made it so ruthless as well. I'm not sure. Gotta be some sort of reason. And I'm pretty sure Google have since then changed the friendliness of their assistant as well. I can't remember now. I haven't done my research into this, but I have a feeling that Google Assistant also doesn't kiss you anymore when you ask for a kiss. And I wonder why that is. Maybe they're worried about the future repercussions of people getting too sexually involved in their AI assistants. Oh well. Could you do me a favor and Google eye plunger, please, to see what it really is? I mean, I'll Google eye plunger and it'll just come up with this. But I guess in the interest of science, I will check this out. Eye plunger. Oh my god, that's a thing. Oh my god! I mean, I think it's fine to show. It's it's a thing.
Protect the VIP team.
Oh my god, Bane and Address, you couldn't have entered the stream at a more perfect time. We were just looking up eye plunges, and yeah, I see. It's apparently to take out contact lenses. Yeah, contact lenses. Interesting. So it is a thing. Oops, wrong button. Not this one. I meant this one. There we go. But yeah, eye plunger. This is different because that was a medical eye plunger and this is a cinematic eye plunger. So it still works. It's still completely legit. But how are you doing, Bane and Address? Eye plunges are mostly for RPGs, or if people are still learning. RPGs? Wait, what? If people want to roleplay, they use eye plunges so that they have different eyes in the bedroom. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Oh, RPGs are hard contacts. Oh. I've never heard of that. Hard contacts. What does that mean? Why hard? Why not always soft? Sounds... I mean, I'm already kind of scared of contact lenses. Well, I'm not scared of them. Like, if they were in the room, I wouldn't be scared. I mean, unless it was a dark room and it was pitch black. I wouldn't know what's in there, but... Teddy, congrats on your second spider. But I would never... I'd hate to put contact lenses in my eyes. I can't even do eye drops.
And now, here's your host.
If I need eye drops, I usually bring it to Exocomics and help her. I mean, make her help me put eye drops in, and it's easier to put eye drops into cats than it is to put into my face. I just can't do it. Unless there's some sort of trick behind it, Bane and Address. Is there a trick to accepting an eye drop without recoiling? I can't. I've tried everything as far as I can tell. Like holding open my eyelids and like looking down or looking up or just staring straight into it or squinting and then just letting it... It's called opening your eyes. I mean, that's one way to go about getting eye drops in, I guess. Some people... Well, not some people. Sometimes what ends up happening is I just kind of squint and then the eye drop gets into my eyelashes and then eventually goes into my eye. But I'm pretty sure that's not good for me because eyelashes exist to keep crap out of your eye. And then if I put an eye drop into my eyelashes and then let it just accumulate all of that bacteria and then make it shoot into my eyeball, I feel like it's like drinking out of the gutter. There is a secret trick. Tilt your head up, pull the top lid, and look down. Oh, okay. I've tried that. Still doesn't work. I still... Can I microwave the eye drops first? Not like to make, I don't want to burn myself, but I think part of it is it's so cold from the fridge that I think if it was room temperature, it would be better. I don't want I don't want a hot eye drop. I want room like lukewarm. Because you know when sometimes water is perfectly the same temperature as the room, I guess room temperature water, or is it temperature is the same temperature as your body? Either way, and you touch the water and you can barely feel it. It feels like there's nothing because it's the exact same temperature as your own body. That's what I want. TV Jake Jr. My mom had cataract surgery last year, and the aftercare consisted of like 3 different kinds of eye drops multiple times a day. There was a whole process having my dad do it / help her. Oh my god. I think I would have to be knocked unconscious for that to happen for me. Oh god. Multiple times a day. Jesus. You can keep eye drops out of the fridge if you want. They can't get too warm. Ooh, I don't know about that. I feel like it would severely limit the lifetime of the eye drops, no? I'm pretty sure it says keep in the fridge because of the bacteria and whatnot. And even then, I feel like sometimes I use it past its expiration date because you're supposed to chuck it out after like X amount of days after you open it. But I feel like I buy it and then I forget about it or I don't need it, and then I'm gonna throw out like a 90% full bottle of eye drops. Seems like such a waste. I mean, yeah, there could be bacteria that could like destroy my eyeball, but it's expensive. Just put your eyeballs in the fridge for half an hour before you do it instead. Someone suggested lying down and dripping them in. But sometimes you can do that too, but sometimes lying down makes the drop go more into the nasal area and you might taste them. Wait, through the eye? You can taste through the eye? Oh gosh. Oh, I'm pinching my... Well, not my nipples. What? The ribs. I'm pinching my ribs right now. I need a distraction from all this eye talk. Oh my gosh. Boing. Boing. Thank you for the focus there. And there we go. Boom, boom. Excellent. But Bane and address though. I don't know, maybe you mentioned it in the chat and I might have missed it already, but do you agree that it's a bad idea to have the eye drops just kind of like pull onto your eyelashes and then you blink them in? I think that might not be healthy. Might be a biohazard. But I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. But it might be too good to be true because that's like one of the easier ways of getting in. Eyelashes are dirty, yeah. Coma code. Yeah, that's my fear. And it's not my usual go-to, but sometimes I just can't help it. My eyes close and then I get into eyelashes. And you can do that if you wash before you do it. Don't do it all the time. Oh, I see. Oh yeah, washing. I forgot about that. I could wash my eyelashes. Interesting. Good point. A lot of good points being made today. What is this, Psychomanity? Looking for camera reference? I believe my camera is legit, but okay, here we go. Oh dear God. Eh. Eh. This is my face right now. Every time people egg roll me, this is what I feel like inside. Thank you, Psych Humanity. Oh, like right after a shower, because then your eyelashes are clean. And washing your eyelids help make sure your eyes don't get too dry as well. Oh yes. Oh, here's another question. Not to barrage you with all these eye-related questions, but is soap good for eyes? Because recently I've been kind of experimenting with just rubbing soap all over my face. I mean, obviously my eyes are closed. I'm not rubbing soap into the whites of my eyes, but like, and then just like just soap it on my whole face. Sometimes it stings, but sometimes stings are good because it's like deleting bacteria. So I don't know. But then I'm not sure. I'm not scrubbing the eyeballs, but I am like doing this and my beard and my ears, my eyebrows. Yeah, I don't know. I think it could work. Sometimes like the makeup face wash is helpful, but there are lid wipes that are helpful too. So you're saying that soap is bad? As long as you don't harshly rub your eyes too. Maybe I should go easier on the eyes. Like I'm not trying to get the soap in my eye. I do close my eyes, but I do like rub. Face soap is okay. I think it's actually I'm not even sure if it's face soap that, or is it? It looks like a soap bar. I think face soap and body soap. Is that the same? I don't know. One time I got an eye. Nah, I probably shouldn't talk about this. Maybe I will. When I was like a young teen, I had a. I think I think it was a cyst on my eyelid. I think. I don't know. It's like a red bump on the tip of my eyelid, and I remember being in the doctor's office and they had to slice it open. And man, that was a traumatic experience. I kept like recoiling away. Like, you have to put your face onto this like girder thing, and then like just like face forward, and then like coming at you with like a scalpel. And oh gosh, just like push my head forward. I had to wear an eye patch for like a week afterwards, which is pretty cool. Felt like a pirate. I was the coolest kid in school. And then after, yeah, well, that's where I'm going with this extra comics because you didn't soap your eyes properly. Because afterwards they were like, yeah, you gotta rub baby shampoo in your eyelids, and I mean in your eyelashes, eyelids. So then I used baby shampoo on my face, on my eyes for a while. After that, and anyway, then like 15 years later, I started experimenting with soap again. I think it's good. I mean, so far so good. I've been seeing things. I mean, I'm finding it hard to like really see things, but more of a internal problem, not an eyeball problem. It's more like I look at stuff, but my brain ain't painting the picture, if you know what I mean. But that's a whole different issue. I don't know what that is about, but I think I gotta meditate more or something. In fact, and speaking of showers, it's actually happened in the shower recently where like I felt like my inner eye opened for the first time in like a day. And I was just like, oh, I could see things for the first time. And I was like looking closely at the shampoo bottles and all the grime accumulating at the bottom of it. And like, whoa, everything is so high res. And I'm so aware of standing in the shower right now. It feels weird. It's like you just wake up. But I'm definitely not awake anymore. I'm definitely asleep right now. This doesn't feel real. Not one bit. But yeah, maybe I gotta meditate. I don't know. Meditating's hard. Especially now that Lost Ark is out. I wonder if I could play and meditate at the same time. If it ever happens again, this is also for everyone. Everyone, warm compress. 4 to 6 times a day, and do tiny circle motions on your lids with the pad of your finger, and it should go down and help. Oh, so if you ever get accumulate like a red bump on your eyelid or something, warm compress 4 to 6 times a day, and tiny circle motions on your lids. Like this. This feels weird. Well, I've never actually felt my eyelids before. This feels weird. They feel looser than I imagined. I didn't do the warm part. Also, I should probably wash my fingers first because I've been touching. I've been touching a lot of stuff today. Oh man, oh man! You should look at my keyboard and my mouse. Yeah, I shouldn't. I wash your hands first before you do it. Yeah, I agree. Ooh. Let's see here. What else? Gotta. I'm just realizing the camera has to look pretty consistent throughout. Like how big things are. I mean, that looks huge, this plunger here. Wonder if I could make it a little bit smaller. And a little bit more on this face here. Yeah, it looks better. Nice. And I think this could be a little thicker. Oh gosh. Nice. Yeah, it's all looking pretty good. Although look at the length of this thing. See this? This part here? This part here? Look at that. Quite big, huh? And I go over here. Medium. Tiny. Look at this. Itty bitty. What's going on here? I don't understand. This needs to be like way more this way. All right. But thank you very much for educating us with this, with all of this, with our eye related questions. Appreciate it, Bane and Address, and thank you for helping out Yuko as well. Thank you very much. Because yeah, eyes are super important. Because without eyes, you can't see shit. Blindness is like, I would say my biggest fear. It's up there.
My name
Like,
is...
buried alive. Blindness. Hey, GeoSim, hello, hello. Thank you very much for that raid. Hello, hello, everyone. Hello. Oh, oh. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hold on. Ugh, man. Forgot to drink out all the water. Thank you very much, GeoSim, for that raid. Welcome here. Welcome on in. How was your stream? Playing some Vampire Survivors, I see. How's that? In fact, Katori15 gifted me Vampire Survivors just the other day. I haven't actually played it yet. I was thinking of checking it out at some point, maybe on stream even as well. How are you finding it? Becky? Frick, I didn't get to hear the end of stream because delay. Whee! Yeah, I don't know what the end of the stream happened. If you want to, if you want to fill Becky into what happened, GSM, I don't know. Wish I could tell you. I wish I could tell you there, Becky. But yeah, we're working on this comic here today. It's well, let me show you what it is. Let me just pause the alerts for a second and go through it panel by panel. Here's what we're working on today, and well, tomorrow as well, and the day after that. What are you guys doing? We're filming the mating ritual of these tree frogs. Oh wow, I've never seen a documentary being made before. Documentary? So that's what we're working on. And 4 panels. It's gonna take us 3 streams, most likely. Or if it takes us 2 streams, we can play some Zelda on the 3rd stream, if we are lucky. Your stream was really good. Was about 30 seconds away from completing the 2nd level. I played it 3 hours and I'm obsessed. Got half the achievements already. Oh my god, you've got half the achievements and you haven't even reached the 2nd level. Oh man. Well, it sounds really hard. Sounds super hard. Now I'm a little scared. I haven't seen too much of Vampire Survivors, but I have seen that it wreaks havoc on people's streams. I feel like I'd have to crank up the bit rate or something, because I just have how much crap's going on all at once. It's like a bullet hell game, yeah? It's like a bullet hell mixed with, what's it called? Roguelite? Roguelike? Roguelite? Gameplay features. But yeah, GSM rated a mating stream, yes. Oh, focus. Okay, I gotta focus. Oops, sorry. Sorry, everyone. I gotta bounce. Let's see. What we're working on. I will consider this as camera as well. This is a laptop. Excuse me. I'll do the logo with the coloring, I think. I won't do it today. A little sketch too. What else? Let's do this. Is this a dead cat? I don't even know. Or is it just a... Oh no, it's a boom. Boom. It's a mic boom. The dead cat is only the fluffy bit, I think, that sits on top of it. Thank you very much for the focus there. Was it Transiner? Hello, hello. Thank you for joining us with that raid. Welcome to the Loading Hour stream. Just working on a new comic here, this week's comic, with a very ominous sounding song in the background. Let me just change that up a little bit.
Bobby.
Becky, thank you for following. Much appreciated. Yeah, Vampire Survivors. A lot of moving parts, but it's meant to be 8-bit graphics anyway, so it's not too bad. Anywho, hope you have a good stream. I'm gonna get a relatively early night. Try to get a relatively early night. No worries. Have a good night, GSM. Good sleep. Thanks again for that raid. And yeah, sweet dreams. Sweet dreams. Don't let the bed bugs bite. And thanks again for that raid. Much appreciated. I I like how you rated at the exact same time I was just listing my biggest fears. Going blind, buried alive. What else? What else? One of my biggest fears used to be um, Earth colliding with a meteorite, or rather a meteorite colliding with Earth, or something like that. Some sort of apocalyptic event from something in space. That used to really terrify me. I'll get rid of that. I'll save that for coloring. Oh, I was gonna do the headphones. Just make a new layer here. Yo-Yodo, I think you forgot to say Alzheimer's. That's always scary. You're right. Ironically, I did forget to say Alzheimer's. That is also one of my greatest fears. Alzheimer's and or dementia. I forget the differences, but you know what I mean. One of those things. I feel like I'm definitely a candidate for one of those because I feel like I'm halfway there already. So I am really worried about that too. But Exocomics has kindly agreed to finishing and publishing my book, if that should be the case. So thanks in advance to Exocomics. Hey, Tanzina, thank you very much for the follow. Thank you for that. Finishing, more like starting. Ouch. But you're not wrong. Yeah. Well, to be fair, I think you would have restarted it anyway, no matter how far along I was. I trust you. This is looking pretty good. I think what's next is the limbs and sleeves. Limbs and sleeves is up next. Exocomics. This is just full of Lola doodles. That's the book. That's the book. I hope he. I hope he will do it justice. And what is this? The three ones are Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, and dementia. They all look scary. Oh yeah, and cancer as well. Yeah, I guess I have a lot of fears. I have a lot of all that. I fear all of that stuff for sure, and also just like a nuclear holocaust as well. As well, that's especially with what's happening lately. Just good incentives to keep working on a comic, I'd say. Tech Humanity with 100 bits. I would like to give a lot of chat some reassurance right now. With how fast technology and science is moving, I really believe that there will be a treatment slash cure slash preventative measure to get rid of Alzheimer's slash dementia, so hopefully none of us will have to deal with it ourselves. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. Though, I can imagine, first of all, thank you for the 100 bits and for the optimism, but just to poo-poo that optimism, I could imagine something coming up being like, oh, this is a really effective way of avoiding Alzheimer's, like assuming that you get this treatment before any symptoms set in, Otherwise, it's too late. I worry about that. So, either way. Then again, 40 years' time. In 40 years' time, that's like what, 40 years ago? It was like 1980s. And we've learned a lot since then, I assume. The animations. Ask Siri to remind me to masturbate to Lola Bunny. Oh, I don't need to be reminded about that, the animations. Don't you worry. In Exocomics, did you tell everyone that you named your rabbit in Lost Ark Lola? I did not. I did not mention that. But thank you for revealing my deep dark secret. Yeah, the little white bunny pet you get in Lost Ark. I named her Lola. Yeah, she follows me around. She helps me out. I give her the goods to store away. Reshoot 1980s. Wait, that was only 20 years ago. Don't say that. No, no, no. 1980s. Wait, what was it? I saw in The Chase recently. The last Pierce Brosnan James Bond movie was Die Another Day, and that came out in 2002. And that was 20 years ago. 2002 was 20 years ago. Ooh, boy. It's crazy. Yo-yodo! 49 spiders! Just one away from the big 50. And you messed it up as well yet with the hashtag, but it still works. Let's see here. What am I doing? Limbs and sleeves. Jesus, okay. I gotta pick up the pace here. How do you find spiders, Sir Waffle? As soon as you see a little spider on the screen somewhere, first person to say load spider in the chat catches it. Oh shit, what have I done? Ah, no, what have I done? Oh no. I think it was like this. No, it was more like this. Accidentally pushed a button. And I think this looks correct. If there are slots, I gotta fill them. That's true. Very true. Especially in an MMO. Oh boy. Mark Mansfield. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back. How are you, Mark Mansfield? So a while ago, I had to do a documentary myself, and where was this comic idea when I needed it? Also, hi, people. Hey, Mark Mansfield. How did that turn out? Man, if your documentary was about tree frogs, then, my God, then it was meant to be. I don't think we have tree frogs in New Zealand, though. I don't think I've even seen a frog in... No, I've seen a frog in real life, surely. I've seen a hedgehog. Not to boast or anything, but... Yeah. It was at night. I was drunk. Met that hedgehog in the park on my way home. Oh, no, sorry. I should mention that was my first hedgehog, but I have seen multiple hedgehogs since then. Yes, Exocomics, you're right. Saw a hedgehog eating a cockroach. Disgusting. Reshoot. You said you're playing Lost Ark. I'm a level 50 Shadow Hunter. Already like what's eye level 340? What's that? Inventory level? I don't even know what eye level is. I'm such a casual, I don't know. I think I'm level 17, 18 or something like that. I'm a sharpshooter. Pew pew. Well, pew pew. It's a bow and arrow, not a gun. Item level. Oh, I see. I think oh no, I think my item level is 90. I think I saw it when I was doing a dungeon. It said I was good enough. Shadow Hunter, though, eh? Is that the one that changes into a demon? Is that Shadow Hunter? I can't believe you're level 50 already. Damn, that is fast. It only came out like a few days ago. Your documentary turned out great. You got 95% on it? Oh, damn. Excellent. Good to hear it, Mark Mansfield. Nice. Oh, by the way, speaking of like documentaries, it's not really a documentary, but sort of is. Have you seen the show How To with John Wilson? I think you'd like it. It's good. I recommend it to everyone. Very good show. Um, Bane and Address, you're off for now. Have a lovely day and a good night, everyone. Well, thank you again, Bane and Address. Thank you for your help and for the info about the eyes. I'll definitely keep that in mind. I was gonna try and make a pun there in like mind, but that doesn't really make sense. So, thank you and have a good one. See you next time. The animations, you also had a great idea for an animated emote. Make load derp pop out of the corner in the screen, wiggle its tongue from side to side, then go back out and do it again. Also with the eyes all glittery. Oh yeah, I could see it. Like pops in. I can see it popping in and then like the tongue slowly coming out. And then jumping away. Pop in. I can see that. Not a bad idea. And common code, are your basic attacks weak in Lost Ark? I feel like my artillerist weapon. Oh, wait, what class are you? Are you a gun lancer? No. Artillerist. That's the class. Right, yeah. You feel like your artillerist weapon takes forever to kill one monster, and that I need to use 6 abilities to kill it. I agree. My basic attack feels weak. Though the only good thing about it is that I feel like it pushes the characters or the enemies away, and it pushes myself away too, which is good. Creates some distance. But I feel like I never use just the basic attack because it seems so weak and pointless. I may as well just push. What's it? There's some skill I have that has like a 6-second cooldown, and it basically is just like basic attack, but a lot better. So I just spam that one instead. But yeah, it almost feels like it's not even worth the clicking coma code, the basic attack. I don't know if that changes, but you are definitely not alone there. I feel the same on my sharpshooter. I was tempted to go artillerist as well, but I decided not to because I think I don't do well with slow classes. I don't really like feeling slow and sluggish. It really makes me feel like unsatisfying. Even though they're really strong, if once they get their attack down, I need that speed. Um, I'm like, yeah, for me. I'm like a sucker for if it looks like it's going fast, I'm happy. Just like how Windows changed their copying files animation. It used to be like when you would copy a big file, there'd be like this animation of like I don't know one folder and like something else and a little document that flies from one side to the other. I don't know if anyone remembers that. And it would be like this. And then I remember they updated it in a future Windows release where it was like 3 documents at once, but it felt faster. It felt better. It's like oh my god, this even though it's taking the same amount of time to copy a file, it just felt faster because the animation felt faster and there's more documents flying across the screen.
Get back to work!
Let's do it.
it like that's what I need. That's what I need in my games. I need to feel fast. Hmm. Nice. Great. Cool. Got some more stuff done. You're off your animations? Alright, catch you later. Take care. Thank you for the focus. Oh, hello. Speak of the devil. Who we got here? Ah! Slap me in the mouth. Hey! Copy, you killer. Killer of bird. Oh, you got something in your eye. There you go. Killer of bird. Well, attempted killing of birds. Attempted murder. Ah! Say hello. I think she hasn't forgiven me for stealing that bird away from her mouth. Especially now that she has the taste for blood. Don't you? You got the taste for blood. Hey, little killer. Little killer. Little murderer. Oh, you're using your claws now. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, she hates me. When I got rid of that bird, she was staring at me very, very evil like for the rest of the day. Like I'd be just like, minding my own business, watching TV, and then suddenly I'd realize in the distance, like through a gap, like through the cat tree and behind some furniture, I just see her like staring evil eyes at me. I hope I can get her to forgive me. Oh, look at her. She's kneading the cushion. Can you see? Oh, she loves that cushion. Probably thinks she's smothering some bird to death. You're a cutie. Oh, she hates me. Why do you hate me? Ah, oh. All right. Let's see here. Oh, maybe you want this cushion up here? What a cutie. Mark Mansfield, what are you watching that How To show on How To with John Wilson show on, by the way? Neon, check the plot and sounded cool. I think with that show I rented it online. I wish it was on Neon. Yeah. You'd think it'd be on Neon because other HBO shows are on Neon too, like Euphoria. Such a bee. Always bothering me. Damn cats. What happened to the ant in my tablet? Oh yeah, I don't know. It just went back to wherever it came from, joined the other family of ants that are living in my Cintiq somewhere. I don't know. Oh my god. Hey. Don't even think about it. Just keep an eye out. Tell me if she makes a move for it. But in the meantime, jump back. Yeah, it's not the first time either, Lishti, that there was an ant inside my Cintiq. It's a little concerning, but yeah, they ain't bothering too much. Hey, Gritzkopf, you're off to bed. And have a good night, Gritzkopf. Schlaf gut. I'm watching you. I'm watching you. She don't care. Doesn't even react to me anymore. Paste, on the other hand, loves me. So as the less Copy likes me, the more Paste loves me. Just the other day, Paste, I was watching TV, and like he came up and snuggled me right on my chest here, and like I had to do this, and like he leaned against my arm, little bundle, so cute. And he likes to rub his face on my chin. I guess because of all the stubble. No. No. Good thing those blinds make a lot of noise. I can hear when she's trying to do something, if I forget to close my door or something like that. Anyway, get back to it. Alright, that cat is going places. Yeah. Straight to the ground, hopefully not. Meow. I don't have any treats in here. Alright, let's see. What are we gonna do? Sleeves. I think I'm not gonna do the tree and the frogs and the bushes today because I am getting super hungry, and I think Copy is wanting some more food or something. So we'll be wrapping this up shortly. I'm actually surprised that I even got this far at all, because when I started today's stream, I was thinking that it wouldn't be a long one, like maybe a particularly short one or something, because I was worried that this booster shot thing was gonna impact my streaming ability, but it was pretty good. Pretty good so far. I mean, at least I think so anyway. I'm not sure. Maybe everyone else is hating today's stream. Okay, thank you very much, Strike, for the hydration. Also, I just saw your message, Mark. Start an an art farm in the tablet. An ant farm in the tablet. Oh man, if I could teach the ants to do art in my tablet, that would be just the best. Be a lifesaver. Be crazy. Oh no. I was about to say, it'd be cool if an ant showed up now, because then you could see it on stream. But then I just remembered that's not how it works. I'd have to like point the camera at the screen. You couldn't see the ant just show up. That'd be insane. But that would be pretty cool. That sounds like it would be a pretty cool channel point reward to like trigger a real ant that shows up on screen, and people think it's something on their screen. Be like, oh my god, there's an ant on my screen, and it's actually just like a video of it. Actually, I forgot I said that. I'm gonna write that down. That might be pretty cool. Yeah, adding it to list of possible things to do. Speaking of ants, by the way, saw a documentary recently, just the other day. It was on TV. It was on Channel 1, called The Green Planet. And it's like I assume it's a new one. It's a new one with like David Attenborough. And really, really cool. Like, it's about plants. And I know like that might put off some of you, because it's like, oh, plants. More like pants. Because it's boring. But it was actually really, really, really interesting. And the way they filmed some stuff was like mind-blowing, to be honest. Like, I was literally blown away. I was just a cloud of dust with an open jaw. They have, like time lapses of plants, and like you look at a plant and then like you can see it move and open a flower, or like the vine is spinning to try and grab onto another plant or something. Like, I know you've seen time lapses of plants before. That ain't that special. Oh, hello. Oh, it's paste. Hello. You like this? No, paste. This is more for copy. Paste doesn't like this so much. There you go. So I know. People have seen time lapses, right, of plants, but this time lapse is insane because it was moving at the same time. It was like going into the plants between some leaves and over the log, and it was awesome. Oh, I do have my treats here. Hello. Oh, gosh, copy found the treats. Exploring at it. So yeah, The Green Planet I would recommend for sure. Very cool. And, David Attenborough. How can you not love him? With that voice. Here we are, in a secluded area of the city, where a young man, seemingly young, is trying his best to work on another comic. But doesn't last too long because of these two domesticated house cats always bothering him and getting in the way. Ow! Here, take this one. It bit my finger. I can't do the voice too well. So it almost just makes David Attenborough sound angry, I think. Hello? Good kitties. David Attenborough is 95 years old? Oh my god, really? 95? I mean, he does look 95. I shouldn't be so surprised. But the crazy thing is, in that Green Planet show, like, he's in the jungle in like Costa Rica and things, in the rainforest. Man, I don't think I have it in me to go there, today, let alone when I'm 95. I think it would just take one mosquito bite to like knock me on my feet. Knock me off my feet. Knock me on my ass. Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. Wait, I love you guys. Cuties. Couple of cuties. Copy, paste. Copy, paste. Just FYI. Oh. So sweet. Sheba Socks, you must take your leave. I catch you later, Sheba Socks. In fact, I'm gonna be bouncing as well, I think. In maybe actually now, I don't know. Maybe this would be a good end point for it, like, you know, and finishing on a high note with the cats and everything. Do the rest of the line out later in tomorrow's stream. Oh my god. I see. Paste doesn't go for the window. Paste. Okay, not today, but Paste likes to jump onto the air conditioner and he almost breaks it because he's so heavy. Like his paws go into the vents and the vents get all bent. And he starts beeping away. Like he thinks he's goddamn dead mouse or something. Alright. I think that's it. I am reaching my endpoint here. And now there's no cats, god damn it. Alright, hold on. Come over here. Yeah. Oh my god, there's almost that was intentional. Alright. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The big baby. Okay. Well, I'm gonna say goodbye for now. So they love me really. They love me really. I'll show you some photos later. They love me really. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. Ah. Ah. Oh. All right. Whoops. Eh. Oh. Oh. He likes getting scratches in the back of the neck. Like this. It's nice. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, I thought his eyes were closed. Yeah, he was reading the chat. Oh. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. All right. That's it. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you all in tomorrow's stream where we finish doing comic stuff, or at least we'll see how far we get. So far, so good. And thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and for the hype train as well at the beginning. And until next time, take care. Farewell. And I'm gonna go get lunch and feed them lunch as well. So all good. Oh, yeah, we'll be rating as well. We'll be rating somebody. But for now, let's say goodbye. Goodbye. Love you all. Take care. Farewell. Good night.